it's not necessarily the what, guys. It's more so the how. You're doing semen retention, and there's going to be natural physical benefits to it, yes. But something that I think is not talked about enough on this journey is the how you're doing it. Like, oh, Jason, how? I'm holding my nuts in. That's how. It's like, okay, yeah, that's one physical aspect of how you are obviously doing semen retention. But then there's the component of how you are doing it, as in who you are being, how you are showing up in the doing. That, guys, that might be even more important than the doing itself. And the reason that I'm talking about this is I just got off a mastermind call of a group that I'm a part of that I just pay for personal coaching and like wealth, finance, like stuff like that. It's a community like that, but self-development. And he ended the call by really hitting home on this idea of, listen, we all are looking for our purpose here. Why are we here? What are we here to do? We always think it's do. What do we need to do? What do we need to do? This is how I was brought up. This is how I was raised, and it's how I've been trained my whole life to look at everything like, oh, what do I have to do? Do more. Do. Yeah, there's benefits to that. There's good things to that. But there's another element, and he's just talking about like, yeah, but who are you being in the doing is arguably more important, especially for where the world is headed. And I won't get into what he was talking about around like sourcing from higher codes, because that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm going to bring this back to semen retention. It's like this idea of like sourcing from higher codes, meaning less detrimental structures and incoherence and stuff like that. And I think it's easy on semen retention to just push yourself through it, that masculine tendency to just like muscle through the thing. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna force it. I'm gonna will it into existence. If it's a brick wall, I'm gonna run through it, right? And again, that's been my tendency in life with pretty much everything. I'm like, oh yeah, you want to bet? You want to bet? I'll will it into existence. Oh, that mountain won't move? Give me a hammer. Like, I'll make it happen. But the thing about that is, if we get too locked into just the what we have to do, we kind of lose track of the who we are being in the process. And like, for example, guys, like you could do semen retention, but if you're not intentional about being more pure of heart, right? Being less lustful, like being aware of your thoughts and taking that out, you can potentially just end up on semen retention and then still looking around and sizing women up and being like overly focused on lust again and sex, and like just now you feel good because you're not physically acting on it, right? You feel good like you've accomplished that because you're not physically acting on it, but now like internally it's almost like you're still doing it. I think the Bible says something around like, something about a man's lust in heart, like the word isn't a fair, but it's already happened in his heart. It's the equivalent of the thing actually happening. And I've always looked at that like, okay, that's a little extreme. I don't agree with that. And then what I've learned more too is like, well, there's a quantum physics side of that, like an energetic side, spiritual side of that, as well as that like your energetic field is a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your actions, all of it. And the second that you think the thing and feel the thing, it's in your field now, and that is going to play a role in your life and what you attract. And like it's in a way as if you did the act, because it's now in your bioenergetic field. So that's kind of how I've been viewing that. But guys, I'm approaching 270 days on this semen retention streak. And like I've told you all, like the longer that you go on these streaks, number one, the more it just becomes a lifestyle. But I like to say streak because that's the point of this content, is to explain how, oh, okay, I started late last year, I want to go for a full year on a streak, see what happens. But yeah, it is becoming a lifestyle, and that is kind of the point of this. The longer that I go, the more it becomes a lifestyle, and the more internal that it all becomes, that these changes come, the more I start to like really look at myself, look at my life under a magnifying glass, and realizing, like, it kind of hit me today. It's like, oh, I thought my purpose was to do XYZ, but what if it's not? What if my purpose is to be a certain type of man, a certain type of human, show up in a certain way while I do whatever the things are, and maybe they are XYZ, like, great. But what if it has way more to do with just being? Have you ever seen those people in life, guys, that they just kind of go with the flow, and it doesn't really matter what happens, it doesn't set them off their path, and good things just always keep happening? It's like they're always in the right place at the right time for the right opportunities, and now it's raining on me. Oh well. You ever seen those people? And, oh, mother trucker. Frick! Okay. We're gonna walk it this way. Good timing. Actually, this rain kind of feels nice. I still want to get on the phone. Have you ever seen those people, though? It's like they can do no wrong. So, okay, that really started pouring. It's like it's less about what they do, and it's more about who they decided to be, no matter what, right? Who they decided to show up as, who they decided to be. And it's just got me thinking more and more about this SR journey, guys. It's like, it's really getting windy out here. Is there a way for us to show up better? And maybe you're muscling through the thing, but you're not being as aware of like the internal showing up of being as you're doing it. And could that potentially be holding you back from more changes, from leveling up to the next version of who you want to become? Because remember, guys, it's like, if you're doing this journey with me, like I'm doing it, and you're interested in leveling up and developing your next version of yourself, you want to be the highest version of yourself, right? But it's so easy to think like, oh no, I want to be the king self. I'm ready to level up. I'm going to be that. But in that journey, getting there from where you currently are, there's a phase of a version of you dies off. You have to kill it off and replace it with a slightly better one, and then kill that one off, replace it with a slightly better one. It's like this transition of the phoenix rising. Phoenix has to burn, phoenix rises. Phoenix has to burn, phoenix rises. And it kind of seems like potentially the next variation of that is like me getting locked in on, I'm gonna go to my apartment here. And it potentially seems like the next version of this, guys, is, yeah, screw it. We'll just talk here for a little bit. All right. Seems like the next version is getting locked in on the being, who I'm showing up as, just in all areas of life, like regardless regardless of the doing. And again, with semen retention, it's like, yes, obviously, if you want to do semen retention, you have to be doing the physical practice. That is kind of like the basic fundamental thing. Yes. But then it begs the question, who am I being now doing it? Is it difficult? Am I focused on how it's so hard? Am I still leaning into that lust mentally? Or is it the first thing that comes up when I see women? Like, obviously, guys, like, here's the conundrum. The more sexual energy you start to hold on this practice, the more polarizing you become with women. The women are very feminine. The more you do this semen retention practice, the more you become the masculine, and then it's magnetic. And there's gonna be this sexual tension, this polarizing tension. It's like, I think there's an aspect of that is very healthy, like very healthy. But then there's just an aspect too, like, you aren't doing yourself any good if you take it too far and you're still just like thinking about lust all the time and like using your imagination for all that. And one of the really cool benefits that happened on this SR journey, guys, is my mind has like very, very much separated from, like, decoupled from sex and lust. And I'm really not thinking about it very often at all. Like, sure, I'll walk past, like, if you run into a beautiful woman, you talking, like, obviously there's chemistry and like some thoughts can start there, but especially at the pool, y'all, like, these women, what they're walking around in, it's like, it's a freaking G-string. It's like, okay, it doesn't leave much to the imagination. So like, yeah, in those situations, obviously, it it can be easy to let the mind wander. But apart from that, when I've just kind of locked in on SR, guys, and aimed this energy, transmuted it at business, self-development, other things I'm wanting to do, it's like you stop thinking about women. You just start getting on your purpose. And as I've been getting on my purpose more, I've been focusing on the do, accomplish, that masculine side of it. Hence this conversation of realizing, oh, maybe there is more of an aspect of being than I realized. And I've talked about this stuff in the past, but it seems like now it's hitting me again. And I want to make a video about this. So I'm curious what you guys think about this. Let me know if you have any thoughts, but I would say there may be some benefit to thinking on this and deciding, okay, how am I showing up as the being? Maybe that's why we're called a human being, guys, not a human doing. A human being. Who are we being in the process of being a human? So just think about that as you're doing your SR streak. How are you showing up actually? Yes, you're doing that thing. Congrats. You're holding your nuts in. You achieved you achieved the main thing of SR. Congratulations. But like, now what? Now who are you going to show up as in the process? And remember, guys, this has to do with the law of attraction, your vibration, your frequency. Like attracts like, right? You send out, you're going to get back more of that same frequency. So if you're doing semen retention, but you're still operating at a low frequency of thoughts and feelings and desire and lust, all this stuff, what do you think you're gonna get more back eventually? It's like you're sending that out, you send out that signal, you get more of that back. You get more of it back. And then you're like, oh, does that mean eventually some doing can actually have the opposite effect of your intention potentially? Maybe, because if you're the wrong version of yourself, if you're not being the version of yourself that you need to be, it's almost like that can counteract the doing. Oh, I'm just gonna like rush the project, rush the thing, not be grateful for it, be angry, whatever. And then you find out in the process, you make a bunch of mistakes and you attract more of that rush, like process, as opposed to like doing it in a grateful way and excited about it, and then you send that off, and the results that can often yield in your life. Like, what does that look like in the practice of semen retention? Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm just having a conversation out loud here, but maybe you guys will get some value out of this. Hope that's helpful. Peace, love, abundance to you all. I'll catch you on the next one.